Hello, good morning. Good morning, everyone. How are you? I hope I'm doing this right. Y'all, this is a test to see if my new microphone and this new laptop camera works well. It's a test. So if you're joining me, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. It's me, Rebekah. And again, I'm trying to test my new equipment because I'm trying to, no, I'm not trying. I am increasing my technology so that I can bring better quality uh, videos and blogs and such to my audience. So I got this new microphone. I don't know if you can see it. And I got an updated laptop because my old one was dying. That's the worst. When you you literally do have to invest in new technology every couple of years and really change your mindset about what it means to have to purchase a new laptop and whatnot, because I delayed buying a new laptop for a long time, and because I didn't want to spend the money. But what happened is suddenly my old laptop started really interfering with my work. And I was starting to like lose files. It was starting to move stuff to places I didn't know and or couldn't find it. And I realized, again, this is another thing about mindset growth practice. Instead of looking at money being spent, I needed to look at it as money circulating for my good, because to present messages, to be, in the public, your messaging needs to have quality material to bring it forth. Otherwise, in many ways, you're challenged to be taken seriously. And this is something like I talk to my students about all the time in terms of visual rhetoric. Like, what is the audience seeing? So if you're putting out great written content, but your visual content isn't aligning with the written content, then that can be confusing to the audience. And so I had to really shift my mind on that and say, no, this is about investing in me, investing in my work, investing in my messages, my messaging in my audience. And I needed to step forward. So good morning again. Good morning, Dr. Nicole. How are you? I think I'm hitting wrong buttons again. But I'm learning. I am learning how to do this, and I'm excited to be testing it on all of you. I also wanted to come on this morning and test this. I wanted to come on and share a quick word about it's Fearless Friday, and I wanted to challenge some of us to be a little fearless today. I've challenged my cohort, my Womanist Writing Circle cohort members. My first group, we meet up monthly, and I love meeting with them once a month to find out what's going on in their world. And if you're not following Joy the Courager, Reverend Evelyn, if you're not following them as well as Miss Valdezia Brown, you need to be, because they're putting out stellar work. So I want to encourage you to follow them. Good morning. I'm glad you're doing well, Dr. Nicole. But one of the things I challenge them with is to grow their writing practice by submitting work to journals and magazines, publications. Not so much to necessarily be published, but to get into the rhythm and the joy of writing, of honing one's messaging, because not everything you submit will get published, will get accepted for publication. But just to be in the practice of knowing that you have a message, a story to share, it is needed, it is wanted, and to move beyond this fear or doubt about not being credible or not, breaking through the noise, as I've talked about how hard it is to break through the noise, but to reshift your thinking and understand that to submit work to serious publications, to well-funded, well-produced publications, is both exciting and terrifying, but good for your writing soul, right? It's good for your writing soul just to try. Build that skill, build that platform, build that messaging, keep working at it. I think that's a really good thing to do. So if you're listening and you feel like you have an article or a short story or poems or whatever that you feel called to present, do the research and find good publications. I have put up or shared over on LinkedIn. There is for those of you listening, there is a magazine run by a black woman by Dr. Oh my God, let me get her name correctly, because I shared that I shared it on my on my LinkedIn. I meant to share it here on Facebook. Where am I at today? Substack. And I'm going to once I get off of here, but I sent it. It is, how you have to scroll through your stuff to find stuff sometimes because there's so much happening. Oh my gosh. Hold on, y'all. I got it. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it for you because first of all, I want to support this woman's product. I think she has a good product. And I want to also encourage you to be bold and step out there and really start practicing giving your work a platform or giving your work more exposure. Here it is. There's a call for contributors right now coming out from Dr. Christine Cruz, founder of the publication No More Margins. Okay, No More Margins. Let me see if I can put that in the chat. Again, I'm learning this new computer, learning this new microphone. No More Margins. And if you're on LinkedIn, it's Dr. under, let me put her name. Come on. I can do this. I can absolutely do this. Christy. Oh, goodness. Christy Cruz. But when you look for her on LinkedIn, her name is Christy Cruz, PhD. So anyway, she has a literary journal called No More Margins. And for this issue, they are looking for, or rather her publication centers Black women's exploration of softness, vulnerability, and the reclamation of femininity and power. So they are looking for, in this particular issue, work that challenges narrow definitions of strength and resilience, that honors tenderness as a form of resistance, and that explores what it means to be fully human in all our complexity. Now, of course, I have shared this with my first cohort of women in the Womanist Writing Circle, and now I'm sharing it with you. She's accepting submissions until June 15th. If you go on to her, again, look for her on LinkedIn. She has the direct link to her website for you guys to do it. And I believe, actually, I can put the website in here, www.nomore. Can I type today? I can do this. No More Margins.com. It's $5 submission if you're not a member. If you want to join, be a member, it's $75 for the year. It goes up June 1st to $125. But go in there and find out. Just challenge yourself a little bit. Good morning, Keita. How are you? And Edgar, good morning. So why not go out there and try? Again, make sure you follow the submission guidelines. Make sure you have a clear message in your work. And just, be excited about attempting. Again, it may not get accepted, but at least you tried, right? At least you tried. That's what I'm looking for. So just wanted to come on there and say that. There's a couple other ones. Also, if you're a veteran like I am, there's came out yesterday. My friend Renee Bob over on LinkedIn as well shared that there is a contest called the Veterans Creative Writing Contest. Veterans Creative Writing Contest, and they are looking for work by veterans. It could be poetry, it could be nonfiction, it could be fiction, and they are giving grants away. They have first place will be $1,000 grant plus publication. Second place will be $750, and third place will be $500. And it's from the Iowa Review. And if you head over to LinkedIn and you go to my page, Rebekah Lynn Pierce, you will see the link. I shared it. So you'll see in the comments the link to that because it's too long for me to put here. But go on over there and again, if you know of a veteran, send this to them, and let's encourage them to apply. Of course, I'm going to apply too. I just got to figure out what story to submit, because it has to be a story that has never been published. So, anywho, those are two writing opportunities that are out right now that I wanted to share and encourage you guys to consider. Again, working on your craft, apply once a month, try to find once a month, or maybe once a quarter if once a month is too much. Once a quarter, challenge yourself to submit to a publication, whether it's a peer-reviewed journal, excuse me, or magazine. Again, make sure it's legitimate and well produced, and try your hand at submitting your work. All right, it's Fearless Friday. Let's go for it. So that's kind of, excuse me, I don't know why my voice is disappearing on me, but those are, like I said, those are the two big ones that I'm seeing out. And there's more, of course, but as I see them, I will share them. So I would love to answer any questions you might have for me today, maybe about writing, about speaking, anything you are questioning. Like, for example, if you are curious about the Arrested Teacher Healing Circle that's coming up June 7th, or the Womanist Writing Circle Retreat that's coming up in August here in Richmond with me. Get to come to Richmond and sit down with me for the weekend in my small group, and we are going to lean into our work with support, love, and care. And I'm excited about that. We have a couple people registered, and I'm so looking forward to that, because I'm gonna feed you with some good food, but I'm also going to feed you with a lot of great support and content and ideas and encouragement. So I look forward to that as well. So any questions about any of that, I'll be more than happy to answer. And finally, again, just a plug for my own work. If you're seeing or are a subscriber to the Lemonade Mindset, and any of the pieces that I've written recently, if they've spoken to you, moved you in any way, please, restack those articles. Encourage people to read it. More than anything, I would love to hear your thoughts. You could always privately email me, message me if you don't want to put it out publicly, but I would love to hear your thoughts on the work, especially the piece that I've shared this week, where the body falls. That's a powerful. That was not difficult, but it was a hard piece to write, because I was just really moved by my experience with the wounded deer, and and it was on my heart to share that. I had to figure out, I had to process for a while how to share that particular story. But one of the things we do in womanism that we support is the environment, our earth, our Mother Earth, and all the inhabitants on it. And I think myself, like a lot of people, don't like to see wounded animals, but especially now that I know how they are parceled, how our bodies are parceled out, it's quite disturbing in a lot of ways to know that your value in death comes down to where you die. That is startling to me. And it's not like I should have known, but I didn't fully know. Or perhaps I was moving so fast, as I talk about in the work, moving so fast that I didn't have time to stop and see. And so I got a lovely comment from In Her Reflection. If you take a look at her comment on that piece, she asked a very good question, and I answered it. I addressed it. And I try to address everybody when they respond to my work. I believe in responding. So that's the other thing. If you respond to my work, leave a comment. I always respond back within, reasonability based on how you responded. So that's that. But again, support the work, share it, restack it, comment. You want to be a paid subscriber, I welcome your patronage. That would be wonderful as well. If you just continue to do the free, that's fine too. Whatever works for you, right? And then also, of course, finally, don't forget, out there in Amazon are my books, the Repeat After Me Sis Journal. You see those affirmations on here every day. But I have a physical journal where you can tap into affirmations for 75 days worth of content. And that is really a powerful vehicle for you to begin to really craft voice, center self, and lean into your own healing. And then I'm very grateful for the response and love that my book Before the Lesson Begins has been receiving. If you've read it, if you haven't, please leave a review on that. Again, although my target audience is teachers, there's always a secondary audience, and sometimes the secondary audience is more powerful than the primary. And so, again, if you're looking for practical ways to begin, healing, to begin to recenter and shift the way that you think, the narratives that you tell yourself that have not been working for you, if you understand that there's got to be another way in which to care for myself and not be caught up in the chaos, get lost in the chaos and the vitriol and the pain that is in the world, not ignoring it, but not losing yourself to it, then before the lesson begins, I have some great tips and stories in there to help you begin to create a new narrative and shift that thinking so that you can begin your physical and your emotional and your spiritual healing journey. Because I think that's what a lot of us are looking for. I know that's what a lot of us are looking for. How to do this, how to rest in a world that tells me I have to keep moving, how to love myself in a world that keeps telling me I'm not good enough, right? How to define myself for myself, not defined and limited by the thinking of others. That's what I offer in my work, whether it's in my books or here showing up on the platforms, right? So I think I can see all the questions, but if I don't have any questions, or if you just want to offer up some love, I thank you so much for tuning in. I hope my test worked well. I can't wait to see this back. Let me know if you can see me well too. If this is clear, if my voice sounds clear, I would love to know how I'm being received on the other end as well. So thank you so much for joining me. And I would have sometimes when I come on here, I like to come on here with my coffee and a sweet treat. And I admit I had my coffee with me, but I ate my sweet treat, y'all. And it was that French apple cake the video that I put up last night. If you want to see that, again, go check out my notes. But I made French apple cake yesterday. And it's a great, easy, simple, light cake to make. Doesn't require a lot of hard work at all. If you love apples, if you love a light single layer cake, no frosting, just confectioner sugar plain, and any fruit you like on the side, then you will love this recipe. If you go on my notes, you'll see the link to the YouTube video where I show you how to make this treat and I give you the recipe. So feel free to also check that out. If you're a foodie, here I am. I love food. And again, it's connected to everything I do. Because for me, baking is also a growth mindset practice. It's a creative practice. It's love. It's demonstrating and offering love. And so that's some of the things you'll see me posting too on my Substack and on my other socials is our recipes for the bakery, as well as my interview with Black and Brown women in the food, beverage, and spirits industry. You can see that on Instagram under my Beyond the Plate RBA podcast channel. That's also on our YouTube channel, where I'm talking with women who are in this industry, continue to create and show up and practice. And, we need your support in that area as well. There's a lot of wonderful women out here doing some very creative things. Gourmet popcorn, specialty popcorn. I've got pastry chefs. I've got culinary geniuses, right? These women and some men too, who are doing some phenomenal things in that space, food and beverages and alcohol. I've got some great stories, some wonderful women and men who are doing things in that space as well. So you can find all that on our YouTube channel for RLP Productions. Again, you can grab the link in my notes. So with that, I pray that you have a wonderful day, no matter what is happening in the world. No matter what is happening, all is well. I make sure to tell my students this, to tell my children this, to tell myself this. Again, how do you wake up each morning with an attitude of gratitude or an attitude of grievance? Which one are you choosing to wrap your day in? And for me, as always, today, especially on this rainy, cold day here in Richmond, Virginia, I choose gratitude. I choose gratitude. I choose gratitude. I choose gratitude. So no matter what goes on today, my foundation is gratitude. So I hope that you are embracing that as well. It's never too late to embrace gratitude. All right, ladies and gents, with that, I think that's all for today. Look for some new notes to come out later this afternoon, talking about my desserts, of course, and a few other things. But I thank you so much for joining me. I really do. I hope this has been a blessing in some small way. What do the kids do? I don't even know if that's the right thing to do right now. I'm just doing it. Anywho, I'll talk to you soon. Thank you for being with me. Have a great day. Bye. If I can figure out how to end this thing, because I don't know how to end this thing. How y'all end this thing? You know what? I'm going to figure it out one way or another because I don't even know. There we go. Bye.